I downloaded and I looked into the full 1,116 pages of what's called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act myself. And I realized it's very detailed, and I thought, let's get an unbiased expert lens. So I asked ChatGPT o4 Mini, which is the latest advanced reasoning model, for a blunt breakdown. And here's what came back after I uploaded it.
Length, 1,116 pages of legislative text. Deficit impact. The House passed One Big Beautiful Bill Act would, by the Congressional Budget Office's own score, increase primary, non-interest, deficits by $2.4 trillion over the 2025 to 2034 window, and roughly $551 billion in added interest costs, so total deficits climb by about $3.0 trillion over that same period. The Senate's version, driven largely by deeper permanent tax cuts, would add roughly $3.9 trillion to the debt through 2034, interest included. The CBO itself frames the package as funding $4.45 trillion in net tax cuts, mostly for wealthier filers, with only about $1.5 trillion in offsets through spending cuts, meaning the lion's share of the bill's benefit accrues to higher income and corporate taxpayers, even as lower income families face reduced supports. In effect, it is one of the largest upward fiscal transfers in recent memory. Dollars pulled out of the social safety net to bankroll permanent tax favors that skew to the top of the income scale. Long term, it balloons the deficit via permanent tax cuts and debt limit hikes while gutting key climate change and social safety net investments. Stricter food aid rules will push more families into hardship, and rolling back clean energy incentives undermines our ability to meet climate goals. Bottom line, a win for millionaires, big agribusiness, and defense contractors, but a drag on the planet, on families living paycheck to paycheck, and on the federal balance sheet.
I think a responsible budget should invest in people who need it most and steward our future at the same time. We need to invest in education, in STEM, in reskilling, in science, in technology. I mean, we're about to get crushed by automation and AI, and it seems few people are paying enough attention. Instead, this bill pulls billions from the social safety net and climate investments, and it redirects most of the savings into permanent tax favors for the wealthiest, plus expanded defense spending. And it raises our deficit by $3 to $4 trillion in just 10 years. That strikes me as not only fiscally irresponsible, but also a direct transfer of resources away from those who can least afford to lose them onto those who already have the most. And it adds a crippling burden to children today for their future.